Hey guys, it's John. Welcome back. We're making quarantine cocktails in Los Angeles, where we're more quarantined than ever. We're banned from Europe now, and the virus keeps spreading, and we just can't seem to figure out why. Oh, let's have a drink. It is July 1st. That's Canada Day, so happy Canada Day to those of you watching in Canada. Originally known as Dominion Day, it celebrates Canada getting semi-independence from those horrible, horrible British people. It's only been known as Canada Day since 1982. That's as much as I've researched Canada Day, so let's move on. July 1st, also my late brother-in-law Mark's birthday. You may recall I mentioned him a couple videos ago. He is a whiskey man, so we're making a whiskey cocktail in his honor today. A good old-fashioned. So let's get started. I know you're all familiar with this drink. It's very popular with the kids these days. You've probably seen a bartender add sugar and bitters and muddle it up. Now, y'all know I'm a muddler, but to make things easier today, I made some simple syrup with some sugar in the raw, reduced it down with some water, and we're gonna add exactly 2 teaspoons to this. Is that much? Next, we're gonna add our bitters. I'm just using regular old Angostura bitters. There's a billion bitters out there right now. There's Chipotle bacon bitters, there's almond bitters, so go crazy, do whatever you like. I'm just using the old-fashioned stuff for the old-fashioned. We go. Next, we add water. Now, I add club soda. You can add still water, but I find the club soda, it doesn't make it like a sparkling drink, but it makes it a little more effervescent, opens it up a little bit. So we just do a splash of this. Splash. Oh. And let's give that a stir. Next, I'm going to take my orange zest that I zested earlier, the orange. I'm just going to run it around the rim here a little bit, get those oils, give it a little twist. Then I'm going to add our ice ball. And we're going to add some rye whiskey. Why rye, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. As you all know, bourbon is 70% corn, 15% rye, 15% barley. Rye whiskey is 51% rye. What difference does it make? Well, when they put it in the barrels to age for 2 years, it brings out a lot of different characteristics. It's a little less sweet because there's less corn, a little more zing to it. And God, you guys know I like a zing. So we're gonna add rye. I have my handy measuring cup for an exact 1.5 ounce pour. And just a little bit more because it's birthday. Why not? It'd be good. And we're going to give that a stir. And then we're going to take our orange zest and do a little fancy. Going to do a little cut like so. Put that on the rim. And finally, we're adding our maraschino cherries. And guys, you got to spring for the Luxardos. I know they're a little bit more expensive unless you steal them from a party like I did. Do that. But it's totally worth it. Let's get a couple of these. By the way, don't refrigerate these. They last years on the shelf. And if you put them in the fridge, they get all, it gels up in there and it's not useful. You got to have the good stuff for when the decent folk come over. And we gave that a stir. Raise a glass to Mark. Happy birthday, Mark. You would not believe the year that you're missing. To the rest of us, stay safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. That is delightful. Whew. All right. Good night, guys.